Welcome to today's episode. We're showcasing our small living Japanese-inspired pod here in Mornington, Australia. We're standing in front of our offices. We have a Ginkgo tree here. Autumn's just starting. Leaves are browning and starting to fall. This tree has formed some inspiration in this design with our interior colours and material selections, and we'll show you a board in a minute, and we can look into that in more depth. But the tree has a fascinating history. It dates back 290 million years. There's examples of fossils. In China, I think there's specimens that are still alive at 1500 years old, and in Japan, in Hiroshima, there's 5 trees that survived the Hiroshima bombing. So very resilient and deep history with that tree. It has a beautiful fan-like leaf with a split that holds, and I think that leaf has inspired a lot of design pieces around the world. And we have a plate in the pod based on this leaf. So welcome. We'll do a bit of a tour. We'll show you our colour palette and we'll walk through this process. But thanks for joining us, and we'll move on to the next step. Welcome to our showroom. This is the interior colour palette and material selections for our Japanese-inspired pod. Again, we have the Ginkgo leaf in its various forms of autumn foliage. It's amazing colour variance through the course of the year, from green fresh leaf that yellows out to a beautiful golden hue, and then during autumn it starts to brown off and drop. So quite an array of colour and textural form during that period, and we've overlaid some leaves here on our colour board, material selection board, so you could see that design inspiration. Some key elements of Japanese design, we have a lot of natural materials. You've got wood, paper, stone, tatami from reeds, so a lot of very natural tones, organic materials. So the main area of the pod has a floor area of tatami. So there's the main multi-purpose living area uses Japanese reed tatami, which is the green, picks up the green again. It's a woven reed, and it yellows out over time to that more sort of golden hue. We then have Shoji tracks, which is a Tasmanian oak with a rebated track for the Shojis to slide in. And then we have a pre-finished timber board. The joinery is all in oak, with quite a tactile grain and matte finishes. Benches into natural stone. The bathroom tile is a ceramic tile, but picks up the woven elements of the tatami. Is also very tactile and picks up that reeded formation. We have a lot of bronze mirror, which gives us, as it does here, a sense of space and a reflection of the provides depth and area, and helps in small spaces. The kickers are also done in that. We've then got Japanese wallpapers. We have this lighter rice paper tatami-inspired. It has like a silver fleck in it, and gives you some shimmering light effect, and that's for the main ceilings. We have a woven Japanese wallpaper for the walls. We have the rice paper, translucent rice paper for all the Shoji screens. And then, in the bathroom, we've collaborated with some Japanese tile artisans, and we have a vertical tile which helps us wrap around the curved elements, and then we have a glass inlay with lighting behind it. So that's the palette. It's very soft, warm aspects, and I think the leaves tell the story here as they fall from the tree. So let's go and see the real thing. Welcome to our Ginkgo Pod. We're looking at the main entry facade of the pod. We have a large two-stacker sliding door here that opens up into the kitchen living area, main point of arrival, and then opens up to the spaces inside. Small awning window into the hidden bathroom. At the far end we've got the wraparound bifold doors. We've used a metal architectural cladding here. It's a random cassette panel, so we're able to custom design all aspects to work to the window and door opening apertures, and it's parapet to four sides, box gutter, rain head one end, and I think that that darker sort of architectural element it enables it to sit nicely in its a natural environment. It also provides a great contrast to the warm internal tones under subtle light. So welcome, and let's show you through. There's four main spaces to this Ginkgo Pod. The main entrance comes through on the kitchen living room formation, and opens up into through to the bedroom wellness area at the end. Behind us, secret door through to the main bathroom. Kitchen here is versatile space. This bench rotates, which we'll get into more detail later, but enables it to operate as a kitchen. It can spin, and it then forms the table for a dining room with view, your view lines to the outside. Can also be used as a study area, or a meeting point. Also laundry in the cupboard, in the joinery. And then we blend into the living area. Again, a formation for bigger groups that sort of blends into the kitchen. TV recessed in the wall. Shoji slide over and can cover that, and can also return right through and provide sort of more private functions to the room. The end tatami room can be used, obviously sleeping by night, bedding goes away, and that space can be used for wellness, yoga. So amalgamation of spaces that can be played with to creatively change their use. In the main kitchen area, this forms a two-walled joinery section. Lots of integration of appliances and careful consideration of spaces. The lower joinery here houses a induction downdraft cooktop. We then have a half-size integrated dishwasher with drawer above, general storage, shelf short storage, integrated fridge with cutlery drawer over. We have corner spinning storage nook in the corner for appliances. We then moved to a combi oven with warming drawer, generous drawers below, overhead storage right around. We have an integrated oak grill above, which is the supply and return for the ducted heating and cooling, and also incorporates audio speakers. The continuation of this main facade incorporates the main hidden door through to the bathroom, and we end with a compact in cabinet washing machine dryer combo and above storage. And then centrally, located to the space is the main island bench. Again, we have drawed middle sections and shelved operable ends. The bench overhangs on two sides and provides a seated cross area. The orientation of that overhang enables you to face the kitchen and communicate with the kitchen. And this piece we've designed with a central pivot and locking pin, so it can be pulled up or unlocked and spun 180 degrees. And what that does is enables the space to be used as a dining room table, where you're facing the view rather than the kitchen. And that's simple as pulling a pin, and then we just spin it on its pivot, and then that locks in again once it hits 180. So now we've got a new orientation of the island, and we're now facing the main view lines from the building back to the kitchen, and this is now dining or study or meeting with an emphasis on the view. So the idea was different options for a space, and I think that's working well. Good morning. Welcome to the bedroom end of the house. We'll slide some of these Shojis back, and we'll reinstate this space as a shared space. The versatility of Shoji, you've got that ability to play with spaces and open close them. You've got the beautiful paper with light transferring spaces. The bedroom here utilizes a traditional tatami room. There's a perimeter 4 tatami with a central half tatami. This is currently set up with a king single bed. Space has been designed to have two king singles side by side for a double orientation. We have side Shoji bed lights that hidden away and pop out of the wall. There's lighting control in the kicker of the joinery, so that all the lighting on the pod and these side lights can be played with below from the bed. The lower joinery here is designed for putting away bedding, and the upper joinery has been orientated so it can be still opened and accessed while the bedding's in place. So lots of storage. Again, overhead incorporation of the heating, cooling, supply and return ducts, and audio tucked away behind oak custom grills. The Shoji screens on the end here, this bank fold back in behind the pocket end of the joinery, and this section here can run through and close off the TV. So during when you're opening the whole area up, you can lose the TV behind Shoji. Yeah, so they obviously slide out of the way. And then we also have a large 3-door bifold and a 2-door bifold that open up. And I think, you know, depending on where you know the pod's located, there would most likely be a deck wrapping around 2 sides and a pergola, which would mean this space could open up onto, you know, outdoor areas, and again, you know, you know, that continuity of shared spaces. So we'll pop back with the bed packed up, and you can see this space. But the idea is, during night time, it could be used as a bedroom. For people that aren't so keen on the true Japanese bedding experience, sleeping on the floor, ryokan style, a Murphy bed could be utilised in this space. So a fold down Western style could be used, and then still giving the versatility and, you know, the design intent of having this shared space. So during the day, the tatami room could be used as a meditation room, a yoga area. It can be set up for formal dining on, you know, Japanese style, on low table chairs, and it's also just a general purpose extension of the main living area. So, you know, a lot of versatility. I think the bedding, you know, a bedding put away during the day gives you a lot of usable space. I think bedrooms are, a not great use of space. So I think it really ticks the box, I think, in small scale living. Welcome back for some night shots. Just to, you know, give you a bit of a view of how the pod transforms itself at night with soft ambient light. This room we're going to close off for nighttime sleeping. You can see all that, you know, beautiful transfer of light. You know, the tightly set out Kumiko screen working its magic, and you know, 5-screen layout, overlapping side track, enables, you know, full coverage, and then tucks in at the end. There's opportunities here for, you know, different openings. You know, you can open it up however it best suits. And the bed's sort of set up, you know, you could be entering, you know, on the end and through. You'd be opening up part of the room. You'd have part view lines through to the TV, and sort of still privacy to the kitchen lounge area. So, you know, quite an array of opportunities there with the Shoji screens. The perimeter screens here too, you know, complete privacy, you know, during the day or the night, but you've got that transfer of light. We've got some outdoor lighting set up here just to give the effect of, you know, light through the Shoji. We might turn them off and have another look at some other opening options, and then all tucked away. Yes, back again, and outdoor lighting's off now to sort of replicate a nighttime setting. Again, you know, this subtle ambient light is, you know, it really makes the space. I'll just turn the overhead main lights off. You can now see the LED strip lighting that we've got in the ceiling between the wallpapered panels. You know, that's dimmable over the bedroom area, and provides just a very low ambient night light for the space. And then again, we've got the little side Shoji bedside lights. Again, that, you know, that warmness You get through Shoji. Again, controls in the kicker, so you can turn over headlights on and play with your side lights. Take away, and then just pop that light back on. And then we've obviously got the rendition of opening up these areas. So these screens can open up the complete corner. Tucked away. That's sort of opening up the full corner. So we've got bifold doors here, 3-panelled bifold door that stacks to the right, and then a 2-panelled bifold door that stacks to the left, opening up the complete corner. So subject to sort of final placement of the pod, complete open vista, and the idea would be an extended deck, pergola, landscaping, but really looking out onto and appreciating the natural setting. Nice ambient spaces. Your nighttime shot, heading into the bathroom, front and center on the central axis through the building. We've got the pedestal basin. It trips on a sensor there and lights up the pendant lights, wall lights on there, providing ambient lighting. Toilet and a Toto automatic toilet preparing itself there, and then we spin around to the large showered area with overhead 1500 diameter skylight to the stars.